Okay, we're just going to run through a super nice, simple warm-up. It's like an act of kindness for your body. So you start off with the feet parallel, hip width apart, nice and comfortable. Here, just anchor into your feet. Go from side to side, try and get the balance in the feet matched evenly, and then grow from the feet up through the body, out the top of the head, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders, and just become present on the mat. And there you can breathe in for 4. And breathe out for 4. And just sway from side to side, start to relax into the feet, relax into your body. Relax the shoulders, you can roll the shoulders, roll the ankles, roll the knees, the hips, just loosen everything off and then breathe in for 4. And breathe out for 4. Anchor into the feet and then slowly come to stillness in the centre. And then breathe in for 4. And we start to lengthen the out breath to 6. And this calms us down. Become more aware of the body, more aware of the feelings inside the body. And here we're just going to start with slow movement down the shoulders, drop the hands around the back, and then come up through the back and lift the arms to the sky. And lengthen upwards. And even go over the top of the head into a very slight back bend and drop the arms behind. And drop the arms back like a wave going through and back up. And then down the front, down the central line in front of the heart. And then follow the hands down round in the back. And glide the arms down the thighs, round the back and hang from the waist. And here just rock from side to side, the hands can go down to the floor. And bend into the ankles, bend the knees, bring the stomach and the thighs into contact. Hands sink down, bring the arms behind and push forwards and up. Lifting through the chest. And again the arms can come up to the sky. And over the top. And drop the arms behind. And back up. Like a nice wave through the body. And one more time coming down and round in the back. And follow the arms down the body. Slide the forearms down the shins and come to hang. And here just rock from side to side. And here you might want to straighten one leg. And bend it and then straighten the other leg. And then bend it. We're just warming into the hamstrings and the back of the legs just a little bit. And then down, and then slowly this time we're going to roll up through the spine. And drop the knees forwards. Drop the hips forwards and roll up through the front of the body, lifting up through the sternum like a wave. Up and over the top and drop the head. Drop the shoulders. Drop into the ankles, push the knees. And again roll up through the body. And over the top and around the back. And one more time down. And roll up through the body. And down. And this time we're going to go down through the knees, through the ankles, and we're going to lift the heels. And we're going to go down into a nice squat on the toes. Bring the arms back and we're going to go down onto the knees. And take the hands forwards into 4 pat position on the hands and the knees. Drop the feet down. And coming into cow pose. The cow pose, we roll the hips outwards and move it forwards. And it's a nice back bend through the spine, and you just roll from side to side and explore the 4 corners of the pose. You can roll your arms forwards and back. Nice straight line down into the mat. Nice straight line from the hips down to the knees. And arching the back, looking forwards. Push back in the hips, breathe in. And then we're going to roll the hips forwards. And come into what's called a cat stretch, taking the back towards the sky and pull the hips forward. This pushes all the air out of the body. Come into the wrists. And then that wave goes back through the hip. Vipassana, cow pose. And bring that wave forwards through the back. From the hip, push the air out. One more time, breathe in. Look forwards. And breathe out. And breathe in, push back. And this time we're going to come into neutral in the back and take the hips down onto the feet. So then into the big levers here, the big flexion of the knees, the hips. Rock from side to side here, sink right down onto your heels, breathe in. And then we're going into child's pose. We take the hands behind the feet, lengthen the back and roll the back down, head going down to the mat. Breathe in and breathe out, head to the mat. So here we're opening the spine. The spine is curved like a child's spine when it's first born. One complete curve. And here we will lift the head, lift the chest and roll back onto the hands, turning the hands onto the palms. Sink down into the elbows, let the shoulders come up. And then we're going to lift up through the pelvis, through the hip. Straighten the arms, head back. And then sink back down, breathe out. Bend the arms and breathe in, come up. Search forward with the hands. Spread the fingers, Vityasana cow pose, breathe in. And breathe out. And this is the first sequence. Breathe in, come back. And breathe out, child's pose. And breathe in, roll back. And breathe out, sink down. And breathe in, push up. And breathe out, sink down. And breathe in, come up. And search forward, breathe out. And breathe in, cow pose. And breathe out, push forward. And breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out, sink down. And breathe in, come up. And breathe out, sink back. And breathe in, come up. And breathe out, sink down. Stay here this time. Engage the thighs, come up onto the fingertips. And breathe in, come up. Using the thighs. And then search back for the hands, breathe out. And back down. And the arms, breathe out. And breathe in, engage, come up. And breathe out, search for the hands. And come down. Sit on the heels, breathe in, come up. And we change the sequence here. Bring the knees together, lengthen the back. Take the right arm over the left knee and rotate to the left. Breathe in, keep the spine nice and straight, nice and long. And breathe out at the same time, change sides. And breathe in. And come back to center. And breathe in, come up. And this time I'm going to slide the hands forward, spread the fingers and take the forehead down to the mat. Banging the hips over the knees. This is like a half puppy pose. Lengthen and open the shoulders and breathe out. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out, drop the hips down towards the mat. And then breathe in, lift the chest. This is Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Bring the shoulders low, breathe in. And breathe out. We're going to come back here in a minute, breathe in. And breathe out, half puppy pose here. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out, push down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Nice feeling in the back here, breathe in, come up. And breathe out, come down. Put the forearms down this time, lift the hands, and we're going to slide forward into full puppy pose. Shishosasana, take the chest down to the mat, open the arms, breathe in, and breathe out, lift the hips, bring the hands together, come up and forward, drop the hip, then bring the elbows back into Sphinx pose, breathe in, and breathe out, try and keep the arms quite light, breathe in, and breathe out. We're going to go up into Cobra again, push on the hands, breathe in. And as we breathe out, lift the legs, lift the chest, lift the hands. Drop the hands and feet, breathe in. And breathe out. I'm going to roll up because I've got a sore shoulder, but you can go into high plank here if you want. I'm going to push back. And I'm going to roll forwards and up into high plank. onto the top of the feet and upward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Go to the ball of the feet and push back, drop the hip, and then walk the feet forwards. And we're going into downward facing dog. We've not been here yet, we've not played with the hamstrings too much, so we're just going to pedal the feet. Warm up the back of the legs, spread the fingers nice and wide, don't worry about the position yet. And then we're going to start to straighten one leg, pushing the heel down, and straighten the other leg, pushing the heel down. And then we're going to lift both heels, spread the fingers nice and wide, push both heels down and lift the hips. Try and go for that straight line from the hands to the hip. If the legs are bent, it doesn't matter. This nice straight line from the hands to the hip. Then to the back, open the shoulder blades, and if you can, straighten the legs, drop the heels. And breathe in. And breathe out. Think of the whole pose here. Think of the energy lines through the body. And then breathe in, lift the heels. And bend the legs, knees coming down to the mat. Back into cow pose, breathe in. And breathe out, cat pose. Follow the hips back, stay on the ball of the feet here and slide the hands back. Lift the head, and we're going to lift the knees, breathe in. Hands in front of the heart. Without the hands if you can, and just wobble there. Breathe in, calm here. And then with a count of 4, we're going to come back to standing, trying to keep the heels raised. Breathe in. 2, 3, and 4. Drop the feet, drop the hands, breathe out. And one last breath here, breathe in to the sky. And breathe out, hands in front of the heart. Stay here a moment, say thank you to yourself. Breathe in.